For the next 7 days, I'm eating nothing but £1 frozen meals from Iceland. Yes, you heard that right. For the next 7 days, I'm only eating these colourful £1 frozen meals from Iceland. I'm going to set some rules straight away. I don't really eat breakfast, so a breakfast meal is completely out of it already. But I can only eat these Iceland meals for the next 7 days. So I'm going to have one for lunch and one for dinner. So in front of me, there is 14 £1 Iceland meals, all completely different as well. So without further ado, it is currently 10:51 on the 16th of September, a Tuesday, and I'm going to tuck into my first Iceland meal. So in front of me, I have all of these to choose from. There's not really like lunch items I collected, sadly, except from the bacon and cheese turnovers, so I may as well start with those. I've just scanned the barcode because I'd like to try and keep track of how much calories, carbs, etc. I will be intaking in the next 7 days via these £1 meals. So I'm putting a little screenshot on screen now of what is everything included in 2 bacon and cheese turnovers from Iceland. So if I eat both of them, it's 442 calories, 41.6 grams of carbs, but what I was a little bit surprised at is 11.2 grams of protein. So that's not awful. Let's see how long it needs to cook. I'm going to chuck it in a air fryer, 12 to 14 minutes. So let's pop that in. They are finished. Ooh. Tell you what, air fryers are a wonderful, wonderful invention. And there they are. Look how good them look. I want to set one more ground rule, or even 2 really, moving forward with eating these for the next 7 days. Number 1, I want to see if I would actually have them again. And number 2, I want to see how bad they actually make me feel, because I feel like this bacon and cheese turnover might make me feel a bit bloated or something, but we'll see. Enough of that chatting, let's start eating. Got me knife, got me fork, got me bacon and cheese turnover, so let's get cracking. First impressions, they're nice golden brown. Oh, the cheese is nice and runny on the inside, bit of bacon. Smells alright. Oh, that's very hot. Straight in, first bite. Would I buy them again? For £1? Absolutely. Why wouldn't you? How bad do I think they're going to make me feel? Well, as I think I'm getting a bit older, I think I'm getting slightly lactose intolerant. So with the cheese, I could potentially be a bit gassy later, but I don't know yet. We will see. Anyways, I'll catch you at dinner. Time is 6:59 and it's time for the second meal of the challenge. And the meal is going to be hot dog pizza. How about that? It is the frozen pizza retailer winner 2024, which is an absolute madness if you ask me. It needs 18 minutes in the oven. Let's see how bad it is for you. Okay, that's actually not too bad. For the whole pizza, it's 416 calories with 16 grams of protein and 44 grams of carbs. It's not actually too bad. The hot dog pizza is done, and the smell I'm getting from this is absolutely divine. I think it's going to be really hot still, but for £1, it looks great. Straight away, would I have this again? Absolutely. £1 of bloody hot dog pizza. That is unbelievable. The hot dog slices are absolutely amazing. The crust, not too thick, not too thin, just about right. The size of it, also absolutely spot on. How icky is it going to make me feel? It's going to make me feel like $1,000,000. See you for lunch on day 2. You join me day number 2 at around 2:04 in the afternoon on the 17th of September, and for lunch I'm going for the tuna pasta bake, which is I've got the best one for dinner actually, but you can wait and see that. The tuna pasta bake, I mean, usual tuna pasta bakes I really like, so I'm hoping I like this. It's £1. I just can't get over all these meals are £1. So without further ado, I'm going to chuck it in the microwave for 7 minutes and then see what it's like after. Now the tuna pasta bake is now baking in the microwave. Let me tell you some of the stats of the tuna pasta. It has 445 calories, 61.8 grams of carbs, 8.1 grams of fat and 28.4 grams of protein, which is mad. I did not think a big meal of a tuna pasta bake would be full of 28 grams of protein. Madness. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna like this just from the smell of it. It took longer than it said it was going to in the microwave, but obviously, let's try it. Once again, I'm shocked. £1 for that. The pasta's not too hard, but not too soft. It's a nice sort of like squidgy texture, which I quite like. You get the tomato base. That tastes nice as well. A bit obviously tomatoey. I haven't found too much tuna yet, but I can definitely taste or even smell the fishiness. Would I have this again? Absolutely. Absolutely I'll have it again. But how do I think it's going to make me feel? I think in approximately 2 hours, I think I'll have to go and visit the water closet to get rid of this. But other than that, I'll keep eating. We'll see you for dinner. 9:51 in the evening. It's time to actually have my dinner now, which is a lot later than usual. But I've got the all-impressive fish pie from Iceland, and it's just like lunch, just like the tuna bake. It takes 7 minutes in the microwave, apparently, even though the tuna bake didn't. So let's cook it and see what it tastes like. Fish pie. It has 301 calories, 43 grams of carbs, 8.8 grams of fat and 11.4 grams of protein. I can't ever express to you how excited I was to try a big meal fish pie. So without further ado, let's get into it. It doesn't look great, admittedly. Just looks like mashed potato. But let's try it. Dinner. It's still really hot. I still look at this and I'm still so surprised. It's literally £1. Like, I am feeding myself for 7 days for £14. Like, it's mental. And like, to be honest with you, the food, I thought the food would have been, really, well, it's not great for you, but it's not awful for you. But I like fish, and this for £1, I would 100% have it again. How bad is it going to make me feel? Hopefully not too bad, but I feel like it might. Anyway, let's finish this up, and then we'll see you tomorrow. Day 3, time for lunch. It's currently 12:24. Before I get into lunch today, I just want to run you through how I felt last night after that fish pie. I hurt, my belly hurt. It was not good. I can't even express to words how bad I felt and how bad my belly was. But anyways, on to today's lunch. We have got, obviously, again, a £1 Iceland meal, a curry chicken rice, which takes, we'll do pan fry for 10 minutes because I don't want to have to microwave another meal. Just crack on and do that. Curry chicken and rice. It has 325 calories, 52.6 grams of carbs, 6.3 grams of fat and 12.5 grams of protein. Okay, that took a lot longer than 10 minutes to cook, but I wanted to cook it more than it probably needed to, just in case. First bite. hot. Okay, still. Not bad. Not bad at all. I reiterate the statement I've made before. I'm still shocked these are only £1. Would I buy it again? Probably not this one. It's not bad, but it's definitely not good. Obviously, I'm still going to eat it, just not for me. Anyways, let's finish this up and I'll see you at dinner. The time is 10:58 the next day. I didn't manage to actually have dinner last night. It was my mum's birthday. We had a few beveraginos, and then I just never got round to having my Iceland dinner. So today I'm having 3 meals. So first off, let's go and have some kind of like brunch meal I was meant to have last night. So what I was meant to have for dinner last night was this cottage pie. But as I said, I had a few beers for my mum's birthday. So we're going to have this for some sort of brunch. Initial thoughts, looks okay. Let's bang it in the microwave. I assume it's microwavable. Microwave for 9 minutes and 30 seconds. What a weird time. Anyways, let's see how bad it is according to my fitness pal. The cottage pie. 392 calories, 39.8 grams of carbs, 19.1 grams of fat, and 13.3 grams of protein. Stunning. Whew. First impressions. It doesn't look the best, and it is quite watery still, and obviously very hot where it's just come out of the microwave. But let's try it. Not nice. Would I have this again? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This is worth £1. It's not really, is it? It's worth whatever somebody's willing to pay for it, but really it's worth £1. It's not nice, to say the least. How bad is this going to make me feel? I think this is going to top off me having a few beers last night, so I think it's going to make me feel a little bit rough. Anyways, let's finish it. Day 4 again. This time I'm going to eat 2 meals in one sitting, purely because I missed last night, and then last night's meal I had for lunch. So the 2 meals I will be having is thin crust garlic and cheese bread and sweet and sour chicken with rice. How good's that? Right then, let's get cooking. Thin and crispy garlic and cheese bread. It has 405 calories, 39 grams of carbs, 22.3 grams of fat, and 11 grams of protein. On to my second meal, the sweet and sour chicken with rice. 558 grams of calories, 107.8 grams of carbs, 4.3 grams of fat, 19.6 grams of protein. That is crazy. Nearly 110 grams of carbs. Which one to try first? I think might as well have a bite of the cheesy. Actually, I think that might be a bit too hot. We'll have a bit of the sweet and sour because it's been chilling long enough, if that makes sense. I'll be honest with you, I'm really struggling today to continue to eat this food. To start off with, I thought it was brilliant. £1 meals, how bad could they be? But they just don't make me feel great, if that makes sense. Like, you know, when you eat a good steak or good like chicken and rice or something like that, like, you know, you feel healthy, or like a nice bit of fish or salmon or tuna, something like that. But this stuff is starting to make me feel rough, to say the least. Anyways, we'll carry on. First bite, first impressions, not too bad. I like a bit of sweet and sour. That is actually really nice. Would I buy it again? Yeah, I probably would actually. Just from that first bite, it was nice. Nice bit of chicken in there. Chicken's obviously not the greatest, never is going to be, along with the bits of peppers and other little bits, but yeah, not too bad. Let's try the garlic cheesy bread. First impressions, it smells nice, and actually it looks quite nice as well, to be fair. It is still rather warm, so give it a quick blow. Obviously got our mate waiting down there for the crusts. It is rather greasy. Oh yeah. Oh, what a combination. Sweet and sour chicken and rice with garlic and cheesy bread. This is probably my favourite so far. I do like a bit of cheese, like a bit of garlic. As I say, not too sure if I'm a little bit lactose intolerant, so I'm not too sure how this is going to make me feel later on. But would I buy it again? Absolutely. So without further ado, I'm going to finish it off and we'll see you for day 5. Day 5, and I'm doing it slightly different today. I will be for the next 3 days also. Instead of me having 2 meals in 2 different sittings, I'm just going to bosh both of them out at once. So today I've gone for a slight Italian theme. I have got lasagna and another award-winning pizza. That is a thin crust, cheese and tomato. So without further ado, let's cook some food. I forgot to do one important thing. It is 7:54. So now we can get cooking. Cheese and tomato thin crust pizza, 854 calories, 805.2 grams of carbs, 34 grams of fat and 29.8 grams of protein. The carbohydrates are getting smashed today. Second meal is the lasagna, 563 calories, 56.1 grams of carbs, 25.7 grams of fat and 24.4 grams of protein. Both cooked. Both smell okay. I think they could probably smell a bit better. I'll leave the pizza for a minute because I know that'll be hot. But lasagna, first impressions, looks okay. Let's have a bite of it. Cheese on the top is nice and cheesy, I suppose. Oh, I'll tell you what. That's actually really nice. For £1, like I've been saying, that is absolutely great. How is it going to make me feel? I think not great, because I think I've been feeling... No, I've not been feeling... Maybe, I don't really know the words, to be honest with you. But I've been feeling a bit meh. A bit like I've just eaten pure rubbish. No, Duke. Yeah, Duke knows. No, let's have another bite. I'd definitely get it again, but I confirm after this bite. It's just a spot on meal. That's absolutely great, that is. Right. Cheese and tomato pizza. Good size again, £1, can't complain. Cheese is nice and stringy. You can have the crusts in a bit. It's still warm, smells nice. Good crust on it again. It is still rather warm actually. God. That is really good. Would I have that again? For £1? Absolutely. How bad is it going to make me feel? Probably quite bad, because it's cheese, bread and all of that lot. You can't fault that for £1. I'm going to leave it there. Finish these off and we'll see you tomorrow for day 6 and 2 more £1 Iceland meals. Day 6, and the meals I have got today is Chinese chicken and rice and thin crust pepperoni. It's day 6. I've only got one more day after this, obviously, for eating this food, but oh my goodness. Don't think I've felt worse eating food after all this. It's almost like I've eaten a large doner kebab every single day. That's the kind of bloatiness and just I've felt, if that makes sense. But anyways, let's get cooking. The thin crust pepperoni. It is 902 calories, which is mental. Over 100 grams of carbohydrates, 41 grams of fat and 29 grams of protein. Chinese chicken and rice, 460 calories, 77.3 grams of carbohydrates, 81 grams of fat and 15.5 grams of protein. Now then, boys. The Chinese chicken and rice doesn't smell the greatest. And it's a bit weird. That is disgusting. Would I have that again? Obviously not. How bad is it going to make me feel? Bad, I reckon, because all of these meals have not made me feel good, to put it that way. Yeah, it's just a bit... I think it's all the bits of veg and whatever some of the other bits are. It's just not... Yeah, it's just not nice. But obviously I'm going to finish it. Moving on to the pepperoni pizza. Initially, smells good. Pepperonis are a good, nice, thick slice. They're not massive, nor are they small. We'll take a bite a bit where it doesn't have any pepperoni for the first bite. Spot on, just like all the other pizzas. Yeah, that's solid effort for £1. Some of these meals are good, but some of them are terrible. Like the chicken and rice. Chinese chicken and rice, sorry. I'd 100% have this again. How bad is it going to make me feel? Obviously, it's going to make me feel bad. But I'll finish it. And then you have the crust of my mate down there. It's day 7 and in front of me are my final 2 meals, and I can't even express to you how happy I am to say that this is the last day I will be eating these £1 Iceland meals. What we have is cheese and tomato pasta bake and chicken curry with rice. So let's get cooking so we can eat them and be done with it. The second to last meal, cheese and tomato pasta, 497 calories, 78.1 grams of carbs, 9.9 grams of fat and 18.8 grams of protein. The last meal I will be having, thank goodness, is the chicken tikka curry. 495 calories, 22 grams of carbs, 27 grams of fat and 38 grams of protein. Final 2 meals. What's in front of me again? I've got the dog, cheese and tomato pasta bake, and a chicken korma style curry. So without further ado, let's get into it. It smells nice, the pasta does. It's got a little bit of cheese in it, but I'll tell you what, that is actually really nice. I would 100% have this again. How bad is it going to make me feel? I don't know on that. Usually I'm not actually too good with tomato based stuff. I'm actually a bit fragile even though I eat so much rubbish in the stomach area anyway. But I think I'll be alright. It's that is what I'm worried about a bit. So let's eat some. It smells very coconutty, so it's definitely a bit of korma-y thing. Make sure you mix it all up. I'll tell you what, these 2 dishes, if this is any good, this could be potentially, you know, top 5 dishes of the week. I'll tell you what, I'm happy about that. That's really nice. The sauce it's a bit runny, but it's really flavoursome, if that's a word. The rice is lovely. Chickens actually taste like chicken. I would 100% have that again. And how bad is it going to make me feel? I reckon I'm going to feel sweet after it. But anyways, let's finish this off and round off this week to see how I actually fared eating all these Iceland meals. Whilst I'm sat here thinking about all of that food I've eaten this last 7 days from Iceland, and I think it does make me realise how awful they are, but so good at the same time. It's hard to explain, but like, you ain't getting meals like that anywhere else for £1. That literally takes 10 minutes in the microwave, but you are getting bad food, if that makes sense, and I'm coming across in English, but sometimes I don't. So I think it was a successful 7 days. I feel awfully fatter now than when I started, and I don't really know why, because I haven't necessarily gone over like calorie intake, but as I say, it's just good bad food. So on that note, make sure you like, subscribe and comment, and let me know if you want me to do something like this again, because actually I did enjoy it. Maybe next time we should do 14 days. or 21 days, or even a whole month on £1 Iceland food.